this video, we're looking at the mansub case. The mansub case is sometimes called the accusative case, following the term from Latin grammar. This case is used with the object of the verb and with adverbials of different kinds. There are two types, or two main functions that we will deal with in terms of the mansub case. The first is the object of the verb. The second is adverbials. We'll look at some examples in this lesson. The major sign of the mansub case is the fatha and the fatha tanween. Notice al-kitaba. The ba has a fatha on the end of al-kitab. Kitaban has a fatha tanween sitting on the alif. Al-kitaba with a fatha is in the mansub case. Fatha is its sign. Kitaban is also in the mansub case, and fatha tanween is its sign. Here's an example. رأيت الكتاب على الطاولة. I saw the book on the table. Al-kitab here is functioning as the object of رأيت. I saw the book. Fatha here on the end of al-kitab is the sign of the mansub case. رأيت الكتاب على الطاولة. I know that al-kitab here is the object of رأيت because the sign of the mansub case is on the end of al-kitab. Here's an example with the indefinite. رأيت كتابا على الطاولة. I saw a book on the table. Another sign of the mansub case is the ya, and this is a minor sign. وضعت كتابين على الطاولة. I put two books on the table. كتابين is in the dual. It means two books. It's also the object of وضعت. I put. Because it's the object of the verb, its sign is ya for the mansub case. كتابين rather than كتابان. Notice that the noon has a kasra underneath it. And this is not the sign of the majrur case. Rather, the sign here is a minor sign, and it is the ya. The ya is also a sign for the sound masculine plural in the mansub case. رأيت المهندسين في مقهى الجامعة. I saw the engineers in the university cafe, or at the university cafe. Here, al-muhandisina is the object of رأيت. Its sign, because it is sound masculine plural, is the ya. Notice the fatha on the end of al-muhandisina. That fatha is not a fatha of mansub. Rather, the ya is the sign for this word. The mansub case also answers a number of questions. The first question that it answers is what? اخترت بيتا جديدا. I chose a new house, قريبا من عملي, near to my work. Here, بيتا answers the question what? What did I choose? I chose a house. Again, بيتا is the object of the verb اخترت, and so that's why it's in the mansub case. We have our verb الفعل, and we have the مفعول به, the object of the verb, which is mansub. Now, جديدا is also mansub, but only because it's following as an adjective following بيتا, and it's called a صفة or adjective. The mansub case also answers the question where. اخترت بيتا جديدا قريبا من عملي. We have our verb اخترت, which means I chose. Our object of the verb المفعول به بيتا, and then we have here a ظرف مكان, or an adverbial of place. قريبا means near. قريبا is not an adjective following بيتا, like جديدا is. Rather, قريبا is an adverbial that connects to the verb. I chose a house near to my work. The mansub case also answers the question when. سآتي إلى الاجتماع غدا صباحا. I will come. آتي is our verb. إلى الاجتماع, to the meeting. غدا, tomorrow. صباحا, in the morning. غدا is mansub. It's also an adverbial of time. In the, or tomorrow. So I will come to the meeting tomorrow. We can also answer the question when using a prepositional phrase. سآتي إلى الاجتماع غدا في الصباح. Notice here, rather than صباحا, I wrote في الصباح. We have our verb آتي, I will come, and then we have our adverbial غدا, and then we have a prepositional phrase which is in the place of صباحا, which can also mean in the morning. Here we could get rid of all of our adverbials and just write it as a prepositional phrase. سآتي, I will come, إلى الاجتماع, to the meeting, في صباح الغد, in the morning of tomorrow. That's also a way of expressing that same meaning. The mansub case can also answer the question how. حضر الأستاذ إلى الصف مبتسما. The instructor, so our verb is حضر, came to, حضر إلى, came to, الصف, the class, مبتسما, smiling. So smiling is our adverbial. It answers the question how, i.e. the manner of the instructor coming was in a way of smiling. And the ustad here is the doer or the fa'il of the verb. We also have the predicate of kana. Kana impacts nominal sentences. We have الظروف استثنائية. The circumstances are exceptional. كانت الظروف استثنائية. The circumstances were exceptional. الظروف is our اسم كان, and the خبر كان is منصوب استثنائية. Now the opposite occurs with إن. إن الظروف استثنائية. إن makes the ism inna mansub and the khabar inna marfu', just the opposite of kana. So here are some rules to remember. The mansub case takes fatha and fatha tanween as its major sign. An important minor sign of the mansub case is the ya for duals as well as sound plurals. The two main reasons for a noun or adjective being in the mansub case is that the noun is the object of a verb or is an adverbial commenting on the action of the verb. The predicate of kana and the subject of inna both take the mansub case. Ma'as salam.